Hi, welcome again to Let's Get Working. Today I have Cath from Cath Cakes with me, and I'm interviewing her about her chef skills and her baking skills as well. So hi Cath, welcome
Hi,
to
Martha.
Let's Get Working.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So Cath, tell me, what is your title?
My title is I'm a chef by trade.
Mm-hmm.
I did my apprenticeship for 4 years back probably about 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And from there I've gone into working in other restaurants, and then I became a mother, so I had quite a few years off.
Mm-hmm.
And then we looked at buying a business, and we looked at a few takeaway shops and cafes, and we eventually bought the cake shop. That's where my passion had always been, is in baking and cake decorating.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And you have delicious cakes.
Oh, thank you.
I can
Yes.
vouch for that. Alright. So what made you, why are you passionate about cake?
Well,
Cakes.
apart from the fact that we all love our sweets and I
Yeah.
love a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you can be creative in that area as
Yeah.
well, very creative. Many different things, especially today, it's getting more and more creative. People are getting more and more expectations in what they want for their birthdays. And
Yes.
Yeah, and their cakes. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. And so you run your own business
Yes.
and you hire people that, what is their apprenticeship?
Yeah, there's an apprenticeship as a pastry chef, baker pastry chef.
Uh-huh.
At the moment, I have got one girl coming in that's starting as an apprentice later this year.
Uh-huh.
I have 2 qualified pastry chefs.
Okay.
One of those pastry chefs has done her whole apprenticeship with us.
Wow.
She started about 5 years ago, did her apprenticeship, and now she's qualified and continues to work for us. And the other girl started with us a couple of years ago, and she finished her apprenticeship with us, and she's gone on to be another qualified pastry chef working for us. So,
Great. So how long is an apprentice as a pastry chef?
it's now just 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of things do they do, like at TAFE as well as on the job?
Okay, at TAFE they would learn all the basics behind baking breads, all the different types of pastries that they learn, all the fillings that you make for your pastries, and a lot of OH&S.
Yeah.
Also, there would be, OH&S is occupational health and safety.
Okay.
And just all your food standards and hygiene and all that kind of thing. So.
And then what do they learn in the shop?
In the shop, it's all very hands-on.
Okay.
They do a lot of the baking. Well, we do all our own baking.
Yeah.
And making all our own fillings and custards and creams and sauces that go in our cakes.
Wow,
we specialise in the cakes mainly.
Yeah.
And obviously another part of that is the cleaning side.
Yeah.
There is a lot of cleaning when the glamorous side is the baking and the decorating. The hard part's the cleaning up after it all.
Yes. Even when you make a cake at home, there's always so much cleaning to do.
Yes, I think you spend just as much time cleaning as you do
Yes,
baking.
yeah. So while it's cooking, you're in there scrubbing.
That's right, that's right.
So when you are looking at employing someone, what kind of characteristics do you look for?
Okay, we probably we look for hardworking.
Mm-hmm.
We've got an open kitchen, so we're after people that have got a bright personality, happy personality, willing to get along in a team, and work with others, and also reliability.
Yep.
So turning up on time and putting in that, 100% all the time.
Yep.
And honesty.
Yes.
Honesty is probably the most important thing, and
Okay.
willing to learn.
Yeah, cool. And so if someone was looking at wanting to be a pastry chef, are there any tips that you would give?
Okay, tips I would say, start practicing at home.
Yep.
Take photos of the things you do.
Mm-hmm.
Put together a little bit of a portfolio.
Okay.
Experiment. There's never any harm in working on this recipe and maybe adding a little bit to this or that.
Okay.
And But some people like to work by a recipe and others like to work by just feel. I probably work a little bit by feel.
Yeah.
But some of my pastry chefs, they like to work by the recipe and then go from there. So yeah, it's good to just even the internet's amazing these days, and you can get on there and look up so many different recipes and so on. So, and it makes life easy in that way. Yeah.
So what about so if someone was looking at becoming an apprentice pastry chef,
yes,
they would go looking around and possibly putting in their resumes?
Yes, yeah.
Do you get a lot of resumes?
We do get resumes, yes. Sometimes I get phone calls. Sometimes I get people that email. But I honestly believe the best way is to go in personally, ask to speak to the manager, and give your resume at that stage, because I look at people and assess even just their personality when they come in. Yeah. And take it from there, because if they send somebody else in with their resume, to me that means that they're not as, looking for it as much as they could be.
Okay. So also you mentioned putting a career portfolio together. That would be a great time to bring it in, wouldn't it? When they dropped in their resume, and they might be able to say to you, hey, this is what I've been working for, this is where my passion lies, this is what I've experimented with. Yes. These are the outcomes I've come up with.
Yeah, for sure, because that shows that you've got a real passion for it.
Yeah. And it'll put you above a few other people.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Cool. And so when you're interviewing people, do you have any special questions that you like to ask?
No, I don't think I have any real special questions as such. I just,
Yeah, so you just ask the everyday questions.
Questions and,
and see what their, I guess their character is like.
That's right. So mainly, checking out their character, willingness to learn, and things like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time today, Cath.
No problem.
It's been really interesting and informative.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Meeting with you.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And hopefully that's helpful.
All right. Well, that's all for today on Let's Get Working. I'll see you next week. If you have any comments or questions, just write them on the blog and I'll get back to you. Bye for now.